Day 9 of documenting my startup journey. Today, I want to share a small update on the outreach tool and then talk about one lesson that I have learned from doing LinkedIn and email outreach for more than 5 years. So, first, the product update. Um, we have now finalized the name of the tool. So, it is called Yojiq, Yojiq. The name is inspired from the Sanskrit word Yojak, which means a connector or a joiner. That felt relevant because the purpose of this tool is to connect businesses with the right prospect and help them start meaningful conversation. So right now we are working on the website building the email outreach feature. The LinkedIn workflow is already automated, but our goal is to allow users manage LinkedIn and email campaign from one simple platform. So we are now trying to keep the product extremely easy to understand. So there are already many powerful outreach tools in the market, but a lot of them can feel overwhelming. Okay, so when you open them for the first time, there are too many tabs or settings or reports or buttons or and options. uh, with Yojiq, we want the user to immediately understand what they need to do next. Upload the prospect, create the campaign, connect the account, and launch it. There is still work, a lot of work, and we do not have any active paying customer yet. But the product now has a name, clear direction, and we are moving closer to rolling it out. Now let's talk about the lesson. So one thing that I have learned after running LinkedIn and email campaign for more than 5 years, that people will not reply to your first message. So when someone does not respond, we immediately assume that they are not interested. But that is not always true. Okay, your prospect may be easy, may be busy. Uh, they may have opened your message during meeting, or they may have planned to reply later and forgotten. Our first message may not have given them enough context to understand why they should respond. Okay, so that is why follow-ups are so important. But most follow-ups are written badly. They usually say something like just checking in, or did you see my previous message, or just following up or on this, or the message this message do not give the prospect a new reason to reply. Okay, a good follow-up should add something into the conversation, right? Mm, you can share relevant results, or you can explain the problem from a different angle, or you can ask a simpler question, or you can give some value, or you can make offer easier to understand. For example, imagine your first message says, we help B2B company generate qualified lead conversions. Would you be open to a call? Okay. If the prospect does not respond, your follow up should not simply ask whether they saw the first message. Uh, Instead, you could say something like, for context, we recently had a B2B software company generate around 5 qualified leads per week. I thought this might be relevant because you are targeting the similar market. Uh, Now the prospect has received the information, they understand the result, the relevance, and why you contacted them. Okay. Another important thing is timing. You do not need to send 6 message in 1 week. Give people some space. A simple sequence could be the first message, follow up after 3 or 4 days, another few days later, and one final message to close conversation politely. The goal is not to pressure someone into replying. The goal is to make it easy for the right person to understand why the conversation may be useful. So before you blame your offer or copyright or your complete campaign, check your follow-ups and then adding new information. Mm, are they making the messages clear, or are they asking the an easy question, or and do they still sound like a real person? Okay, the first message may introduce you, but very often the follow-up is what actually starts the conversation. That is the lesson of from the day 9. So we will continue building the tool, the Yojiq website, working on the email outreach feature and simplifying the complete product. I will keep sharing progress, the mistakes, and everything I learn along the way. Thank you, guys.